welcome to the practice. My name is Karen and this is Sophie. So let's start in a seated position. You might like to be on your heels like I am in Vajrasana, or sitting on your bottom cross-legged in Sukhasana. If that feels uncomfortable, take your legs out in front. So sit up straight, the chest open, the shoulders relaxed, and close down your eyes. Go within and be aware of how your body feels right now. Notice any parts of your body that feel tightness, any tension. Take your attention to that part of the body. With your loving gaze, soften, be compassionate, and relax. Notice the rise and fall of your chest with each inhalation and exhalation. Letting any thoughts that come into your mind float by like clouds in the sky. Gently bring your focus and attention back to the body and the breath, the present moment, a place of healing and growth. Allow your breaths to be smooth and even, complete. I invite you to practice the full yogic breath, breathing in and out through your nostrils. And as you inhale first, the lower belly swells, the breath moves up to the rib cage as it separates, right up to the top of the lungs, the collarbones lift. And with the exhalation, the breath flows in the opposite direction from your collarbones, chest, the rib cage moves back, and the belly deflates. Practicing smooth, even, full yogic breaths without strain. Fill your lungs completely with the inhalation and empty them completely with the exhalation. It is said just 3 of these full yogic breaths are enough to center and quiet the mind. So let's practice 3 more full yogic breaths, or breaths with our full awareness. And after the 3rd breath, return your breathing to its natural pace and gently open the eyes. Let's take child's pose. So the knees are separated, big toes are together. Sink the weight back to your heels. Draw the tailbone towards the floor. The spine nice and long. Take your attention to your back. Feel as if you're breathing in and out just from your back. And with your inhalation, let's come up onto all fours, separating the feet so that they're hip-width apart. Exhale, curl the toes under and press back to downward facing dog. With your next inhalation, let's walk the hands forward and come to plank pose or high push-up position. And with your exhalation, lower to the floor, knees, chest, chin. Elbows hugged in by your side. With your inhalation, draw the tailbone towards your heels. Inhale, curl the upper back, cobra pose. And with your exhalation, onto hands and knees, arch your back like a cat just waking up, and come back to child's pose. Inhale to all fours. Exhale, downward facing dog, stretching the back of the legs. Inhale to plank pose, high push-up position, activating your abdominal muscles. And exhale, lower knees, chest, chin to the mat. Lengthen your lower back, your lumbar. Inhale, curl the upper back for Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, onto the hands and knees, arch the back, bow the head. Cat pose to child's pose. Let's practice one more time in your own breath rhythm. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, curl the upper back for Cobra. And exhale, arch the back to cat pose. And finally, child's pose, finishing the exhalation. And with your inhalation, let's come up onto all fours. And with your exhalation, bring your right knee into your nose, bowing the head, rounding the back. With your inhalation, lift the right leg and lift your chin, gaze up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lifting the leg and the chin. Moving in time with your breath. Stretch the abdominals. With your exhalation, let's lower the right knee. Take an inhalation, and with your exhalation, bring the left knee into the nose. And inhale, lift the leg, keeping it bent as you gaze up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift and open. Let the breath guide the movement. One more round. No hurry. The breath initiating the movement. And exhale, lowering the knee back down, coming back to neutral spine. Let's do a balance here. So with your inhalation, stretch the right arm and left leg straight, staying firm through the middle. If you'd like to go further, bend the left leg. Reach behind to take hold of the ankle with your right foot. Inhale, lift your chest and chin. With your exhalation, releasing hand and knee back to the mat. Inhale, straighten the right leg, left arm out. Firm through the middle. And if you'd like to go further, bend the right leg, take hold of the ankle with your left hand. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, consciously release. Sink back to child's pose. Take a moment to connect with your breath. Come up onto your knees with your inhalation. And let's step the right foot out in front for a low lunge. So we're tucking the tailbone under and pressing the pubic bone forward. You might like to take the left knee back a little more for a deeper stretch, deeper hip flexor stretch. So doing what feels right for you. If you're on a hard floor, you might like to cushion your knee by folding in the mat. So we're taking right hand to right knee. Inhale, draw the left arm up, nice tall spine. Exhale, side bend to the right. And with your inhalation, let's draw up and exhale, lower the arm back by your side. Press into the right foot and step that knee back, and bring the left foot forward. Take a moment to adjust, perhaps sliding the right knee back a bit, tailbone tucked under and pubic bone pressed forward, drawing the ribs back to protect the back. So with your inhalation, let's reach the right arm up, nice tall spine. And with the exhalation, let's side bend to the left. And with your inhalation, draw up through the center, and exhale, release the arm down. Let's take the hands either side of the left foot and step forward, feet parallel, Uttanasana. Cradle the elbows in your arms, forward bend. So if your hamstrings are a bit tight, depending on the structure of your hips and the way your legs fit into your hips, you may need to keep your knees bent. If it's okay for you, you're more than welcome to straighten the legs. So we're directing the crown of the head to the floor and sitting bones to the sky. It's a great way to release tension, this posture. We feel the weight of the world roll off our shoulders. Any perceived burdens they just roll away. We feel weightless. And we come up with a sense of clarity and peace. So let's release the arms. And in your own time, roll up to standing. Let's step the leg wide so that the outside edge of the feet are parallel to each other. Taking your hands to your hips, and with your inhalation, press the hips forward and look up. With your exhalation, draw the belly in and fold forward, lowering the hands underneath the shoulders. Let's splay the feet so that they're at a 45-degree angle. And with your exhalation, bend the knee in the direction of the toes. And with your inhalation, come up through the center, nice long spine. Exhale, bend the knee the direction of the other toes. So we keep moving in this way, a side-to-side motion. Stretching the leg muscles and loosening the hips. Synchronize movement with breath. Just letting any thoughts float away. Really tune in to the meditative movement. Simple but profound. Time simply disappears when we're really focused. So let's finish with the side opposite to the one we started with. Inhale, come up through the center, turning the heels in, or turning the feet in rather, so that the outer edge of the feet are parallel. Inhale, look forward, and exhale, walk the hands back. Prasarita Padottanasana. Directing the crown of the head to the floor. Checking that your neck is relaxed, gently shake and nod the head. Letting go of anything that's not serving your higher good today. Inhale, let's walk the hands forward. Let's practice a twist here with wide legs. So center your right hand and inhale, roll the left arm up so your chest turns to the side wall. Perhaps gazing up at the hand, the chin drawing down towards the body to lengthen the back of the neck. With your exhalation, let's change hands. So left hand centered, inhale, roll the right arm up, opening the chest to the other wall. The chin lowered down towards the body to lengthen the back of the neck, perhaps gazing up at the hand. your exhalation, let's lower the hands down, hands under shoulders once again. Inhale, draw the heart forward. And exhale, walk the hands back, bow the head once again, relaxing the neck. And with your inhalation, walk the hands out. Exhale, hands to your hips, drawing the belly in. Inhale, draw back up. So we're going to turn to one side of the mat. You may need to walk your feet in first of all. And let's turn our hips to the right. So stepping the left leg in so that it's grounded on the mat. We're going to practice the belly to thigh pose. So your hips square to one end of your mat. Take hold of a wrist behind. With your inhalation, open your heart to the sky, little back bend. With your exhalation, bend the right knee as you lay the belly onto the thigh, keeping your spine long. If you prefer a stronger practice, you can go past the thigh and direct the crown of the head to the inside of the right foot, if that's appropriate today. I prefer to lay my belly onto the thigh today, listening to the body and doing what feels right. This is a great pose to improve bone density, to deepen the breath. Open the chest. Press into your right foot. And with your inhalation, let's come back up to standing. Turning to the front, back to our wide legs, and then turning to the left. So grounding your right foot behind, the hips square to the end of the mat. With your inhalation, open your heart to the sky. And with your exhalation, bending the left knee and lay the belly onto the thigh. Just making a few adjustments. And feel free to do so yourself. Feel grounded through both feet. The spine remains nice and long. If you'd like to go further, feel free to take the crown of the head to the inside of the left foot. You may be able to touch your crown of the head to the floor. The tailbone down and under, pelvic floor muscles engaged, activating the root lock or mula bandha as it's known in yoga. With your inhalation, press into the left foot. Let's draw back up to standing. Turning to the front once again. Either walk or jump the feet together. Let's step the feet a little bit wide and swing the arms. It's said to maintain youthfulness, this exercise. Nice twisting action. Free the mind and the body. And coming back to center. So let's practice some balancing postures. So we'll start with dancer pose. So taking the weight to your right leg and lifting the right arm into the air. Find a drishti or focus point on the floor or on the wall ahead, something to fix your gaze, an unmoving object. Let's bend the left leg, reach down to take hold of the ankle. With your inhalation, reach forward as the foot rises behind. Taking a full breath. You might like to pause at the end of the exhalation. Take an inhalation, and with the exhalation, going a little bit further. And with your inhalation, let's draw back up. Let's take the hands over the knee with the leg in front. Taking the right hand out to the side to help you balance. Let's take the left knee out to the side to open one side of the pelvis. With the exhalation, come back to center, taking both hands to the hips, straighten the leg, the left leg. Point the toes, activate your abdominal muscles. And with your exhalation, lowering the left leg, and give your right leg a good shake. Let's send the weight to the left leg now. Find your drishti, focus point. Send the left arm into the air. Dancer pose. So let's take hold of the right ankle in the hand, bringing the thighs together. And with your inhalation, reach forward and take a full breath. Exhale. At the end of the exhalation, perhaps pause. And with your next inhalation, take a pause, inhale, and with your exhalation, go deeper. And if you fall out, come straight back in without another thought. To the ego, falling is failing, but to the spirit, it is success. It's learning and growing. Inhale, let's draw up. Taking the hands over the knees, interlacing the fingers. Drawing the knee up towards the chest. Let's take the left hand out to the side and the knee out to the right. Opening the other side of the pelvis. So let's bring the knee back to the center, taking both hands to the hips now. Inhale, straighten the leg forward, pointing the toes. Activating your abdominal muscles, drawing the belly back and up towards the spine, the pelvic floor muscles engaged. So we're activating the root block and the abdominal lock, Mula Bandha and Uddiyana Bandha. With your exhalation, lowering the leg down, giving the left leg a good shake. Beautiful. Let's come up to the top of the mat and stand in Tadasana or mountain posture. Standing tall on right and left. Flare out your toes and feel the 4 points of each foot grounded into the mat. The spine nice and long. With your inhalation, draw the arms back and up. And with your exhalation, a twisting movement. Exhale, bend the knees, twist, wrapping the arms. Inhale, reach tall. And exhale, bend the knees, twist. Let's do that twice more. Flowing movement. Liberate the body from the static balance postures. With your inhalation, draw up through the center. And exhale, let's swan back. Hinge from the hips. Forward bend. Feel free to bend the knees. With your inhalation, look forward. And with your exhalation, let's step back to downward facing dog. From here, lower to the knees. And sink back to child's pose. Connecting with the breath. Walk the hands towards you and let's sit on the bottom. So let's hold on to the big toes with our first two fingers and thumbs, pistol gripping the big toes. And with your inhalation, lift one leg and exhale, lower. Inhale, straighten the other leg, and exhale, bend and lower. In your own breath rhythm, inhale, open, and exhale, close. As you stretch the leg, gently push through the heel and flex back the toes. So feel free to continue in this way, or I invite you to lift both legs now. So it's a balanced posture. Lift tall, inhale, opening the legs out, balancing on the bottom, leaning back. Keep lifting out of your hips, the chest open. So if you roll back up and have another go. With your exhalation, bring the soles of the feet back together again and releasing the toes. Let's fold forward. With our legs in this manner, we're in preparation for Baddha Konasana. So bringing the soles of the feet up towards the groin, either holding onto your ankles or interlacing your fingers over your toes. Inhale, lift out from your hips, nice long spine. And with your exhalation, let's fold forward, keeping the spine long. We can take the elbows down to the legs to encourage the knees to come closer to the floor. Once you've reached the maximum in length and folding forward, we can now bow the head towards the toes and create a little rounding in the back. Forward bends allow us to look at ourselves both literally and figuratively. They're great postures for reflection, for relaxing. The heart rate slows. Become calmer. Better able to respond to life's challenges rather than react. With your inhalation, let's draw back up. A counter pose, taking the hands behind. Inhale, open your heart to the sky. And exhale, coming back to neutral spine, bringing the knees together. Let's roll down onto the back for another counter pose for Baddha Konasana, which is fish pose. So we do a lot of activities where we round our back and our chest collapse. So it's great to do some chest or front opening postures in our yoga practice. So fish pose, we take our hands turned down underneath our bottom. Walk the outer shoulders in so your shoulder blades come nice and close and there's a little lift in your chest. With your inhalation, come up onto your elbows, pointing the toes, lifting the sternum. The crown of the head makes contact with the floor behind. The throat stays open, the jaw released. Exhale, taking the back of the head to the mat, releasing the arms. Take a moment to absorb the practice. Let's practice a spinal twist, so taking right arm out to the side, bend the right leg. Take an inhalation, and with the exhalation, take that right knee over to the left. And turn to gaze out over the right arm. Lower the chin down towards the shoulder to lengthen the back of the neck. I invite you to close down your eyes for a few breaths. Be aware of any holding in the body. Take your loving attention there and soften. And with your inhalation, let's draw back up. Exhale, lengthen the leg out. Left arm out to the side. Bend the left knee. Take an inhalation. With your exhalation, take that knee over to the right and gently turn the head to the left. Close down the eyes. Go within. Communicate with your body. Have a positive relationship with your body. It is very wise. Your higher self, your intuition, knows all the answers to your questions. Yoga helps us to tune in to those messages of our higher self. With your inhalation, let's draw back up. Exhale, releasing the leg along the mat. Prepare for Shavasana. Check that your skin is not being pulled in any places. The spine is long, the neck in line with your spine, the back of the neck long, so the chin down slightly. The arms relaxed by your side with your palms turned open. Allow your feet to fall away from each other, the legs heavy, the pelvis heavy. Feel your back contacting the mat. Relax your abdomen. Allow your arms to feel heavy. Fingers curled up naturally. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Soften the neck. Release the jaw. Relax the entire face. Allow the mind to quiet. Keep coming back to the body and the breath. Take 2 deeper breaths to enliven the body. Hug the knees into the chest and gently rock from side to side. Roll onto the right side. And when you're ready, come up to a seated position. Thank you for joining me in the practice. Have a great day and evening. Namaste.